Okay.
Upkeep in that.
Let's try and sort out Big Boy then. I'm ready.
Let's approach the rematch.
I've got the grasses, as you can see.
The grasses are locked in. The health bar is locked in. Thinking about it now, you probably should have waited until you at least got to the boss before you popped that eye. But oh well.
Nah.
Just in case you fall to your death, because that's very much a thing that can happen here.
It very much could happen, but I've committed to not dying. It's up to you to decide whether that's within my power or not.
I have no power here. I'm simply an observer.
How do I get down? I've already forgotten.
You can refer to my previous statement. The minor 49ers are here to stop you having much time to think about it.
I can't see where I'm supposed to go. Like, it's not obvious to me.
Well, that sounds like a you problem, and you better figure it out before these guys kill you.
No. Oh, my stone eyes. Ah! I still don't know where to go. Why can't I see where to go? Can you see?
No, I can't see a damn thing. It's dark anyway, and then the share screen makes it even darker.
Okay.
Oh, that makes me really happy.
No, right. It just means I'll have to waste another one when I get there. That's fine.
Yeah, oh well. Fuck this place's world tendency. We don't need it.
I'm sure it will be fine. Assuming that your world tendency goes down when you die, how do you make it go up?
No idea.
Or you just fucked forever, so that's it. You're
I've
eternally punished. Miyazaki was like, nah, I want them to not enjoy.
That system works.
I was watching a Elden Ring video earlier, and this is where I'm supposed to go. And there's like a mechanic in the game I didn't even know existed, where it's like when you're already blocking and you do like the counter attack thing. Do you know about it? I don't know what it's called.
It's while you're charging an attack with certain weapons, like certain curved swords and stuff like that. You can do like a backstep with them, like a backflip with them.
No, it's not that. It's specifically when you're blocking with a shield. Like whilst you're blocking, you can like, I don't know how to describe it, like alpha counter basically.
Spears, you can. Oh, do you mean just like the standard, like, oh, what's it called? It has a name. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. I know what you mean. It's like the where you press heavy attack while you're in guard stun.
Yeah, but I believe that is what it is.
Yeah, it teaches you that in the cave.
Ah, okay. I was unaware. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's real helpful. It's very good. I mean, you didn't use a shield for your run, but it's, for someone who used a shield and a sword, it's very helpful.
You do start with a shield, so I might have done it once, possibly. Oh my god!
You're the worst.
I can't even get to the boss. This is awful. Right, this is the one.
We might as well just start the video here.
We could, and then
you have the power.
erase my mistakes. Like, well, I didn't lose any ephemeralize. What are you talking about? That didn't happen.
I didn't do anything beforehand. The miners didn't drop down and take me from full health to no health while you were busy looking for where to go.
Yeah.
I have no memories of such a thing.
I'd have to object to that statement. That's pure hearsay.
How is the old trial going? I'm not like following it other than bits and bobs that I see through Twitter. I know better than to just listen to what happens on Twitter.
Yeah, they got in. It's interesting now because they're pulling in like Amber Heard's I guess witnesses and questioning them, and they're offering some interesting insight.
Like a psychiatrist or something got involved, and I don't know whose it was, but like at one point they're having none of like some questions being asked of them. It's like, stop talking about the muffins was a quote I saw going around.
Okay, that's actually an older clip. That's
is that older than that?
Yeah, that's one of Johnny Depp's like psychiatrists.
Okay.
Yeah, it's relevant though because the person who said that quote, she was there, I believe, in the courtroom, and the attorney for Amber Heard, when she was questioning Amber Heard's like psychiatrist, kept referring to her by that doctor's name, the other doctor's name.
So they kept mixing them up.
Yeah, she kept saying it wrong. She was like, "Oh, thank you, Doctor Sims. I think it's Dr. Curry was Johnny's psychiatrist," and she kept referring to Amber's one as Dr. Curry, and she didn't have the same name. It wasn't like a coincidence. It's just.
No, yeah. I imagine it was just them. Fucking up. I imagine they were not happy about it.
Well, they just corrected them. Just like I can't remember what their name is. They are a bit well, it might have been the questioning. It's hard to say because I don't see the full clips in context, but
Yeah.
it very much seems like she's like the Karen doctor. So, Dr. Karen is a name I've
The thing
seen
is,
affectionately tied to her.
you don't need to explain more than that. Like just from that description, I know pretty much everything you're trying to imply. From that.
Yeah.
Where do we go?
It wasn't this way. It was the other way, wasn't it? I think.
I know you don't have to go by one of the.
Oh no,
doors.
I have to fully drop down. I'm not. Oh, I have I dropped down? I have to drop down to the pit with the worms for the with the
Oh
graboids.
yeah. You drop
And
down
then
to
it's from there.
like a side bit.
Yeah.
You can drop a bit further.
So I just have to go back. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was watching an Asmongold clip where he was watching it.
Oh, the
and
graboids, you're right.
it basically confirmed. They basically pointed out that all the people that psychiatrist is represented in court have all been, well, the accusers in all of those cases were men, or the accusees, I guess. The people they're claiming did the abuse were all men in that case.
Thank you for the good luck, Jason.
So it kind of seems like she's. Oh my! I'm gonna die. Of course I'm gonna die. Fuck this boss.
I don't remember seeing these three together like this.
I think I came here the other day. I think I've gone the wrong way. It's in that room, but I think I ran the wrong direction.
You're right, John.
Ow. I ain't ever gonna get to this boss alive.
Ah, I did go.
Hey, there we go.
Hello, hello. How are the sinuses today?
You don't get to know.
Sorry, I didn't want to know anyway, apparently. I'm just going to assume you better.
It'd been sounding better in the past few recordings. That it's been a part of. Have you died again? What is wrong with you? Why can't you do this right? I say, having not done this part and not knowing if it's hard or not.
I died a few times on this. Yes, not yesterday, Monday. But I don't recall dying this many times on this one bit. Maybe it's selective memory. I'm just choosing to forget.
He does a lot of fucking damage to you with that one hit.
Yeah? Considering how few souls I get for killing those enemies as well, it's actually quite offensive how hard they hit. No, again! Where do you see that shit? What was that? I feel like the game robbed me on that. That was ridiculous. I need to watch that in the replay. That was ridiculous. Why?
Oh,
Why did it do that?
I don't know, physics, man.
I fell and then instantly got a massive amount of momentum to push me away.
Because the game seems to hate you like falling, but like perpendicular to horizontal hitbox collision.
Yeah.
So it's like if you drop down like, without rolling off of something, it like your body lowering and then clipping the side of a collision seems to send you fucking flying.
It's bullshit. It's what it is. I wonder if it does it in the original Demon's Souls.
I would guess so. It seems like a weird thing for them to have changed if it wasn't how it was already. Like, because it feels like if they changed it to be like this, they would change it to be good instead of like this.
A purposeful change to make it worse for some reason.
We nerfed the physics.
We thought too many people got through that tunnel without dying, so we wanted to make a change.
I've been watching you come through this cave for the past couple of runs, and every time you come down here, I get lost watching you come down here. I'm like, where is he? Okay, this seems right.
Where is it?
So we drop down to...
Where's the trigger?
Oh! Okay.
It's fine, it's fine. I don't even care about these items.
Still need to get over to those at some point. But now we need to get away from these worms in the correct direction.
It's this way. It's gotta be. And then go left?
Yeah.
No, I went left before.
Wait.
It's right.
There we go. So there's probably something down there, but that's not what we're here for.
Right, flawless.
Right. Now you can crack the eye before you go in. And then be sad.
I don't have too many of these as well. It's quite upsetting.
Oh, it's a shame, isn't it?
Right, I'm ready. The run back.
Good luck.
I've been thinking about you for 48 hours straight, Flamework. I'll come for you now.
The idea is the grinding that has taken place to replace the healing items you took from us. Not off to a great start, I won't lie.
It's alright. Just need to find my legs
We're
again.
in this for the long haul.
Yeah.
Practice run.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, as we've seen on this fight.
It's like a marathon, but if the route you were running was actively trying to kill you as well.
Oh. It's fine.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna continue doing my beast tribes. Because I feel like just watching you do that itself would be great. But just running away from this fiery dickhead forever. Yes, oh man.
Oh no.
I
Okay.
hate you when he starts getting staggered, and then he just decides very quickly to no longer get staggered.
Yeah. He decides like, nah, I'm not affected by hit stun anymore.
It's like that Sailor Moon game, where they don't have hit stun. Or was it block stun? It's one or the other.
I can't remember. I want to say it's block stun. Which is absurd.
It's fucking crazy. You have to spend X Factor to get that in some games.
Yeah, it's like a broken mechanic in some games. Being able
It's
to
just a
do that
default
once.
thing.
Oh. See how far he sent me flying?
Oh yeah. He's
Coming
trying
down.
to kill you.
He's succeeded
He
a few
succeeded
times.
multiple times. Just the cave on the way to him has succeeded more times than he has.
It's true.
Which is
That's
a sad
probably
thought.
that's
Which is a
probably
sad-
true for a lot of bosses though.
I don't think that's right, honestly. I'd assume most bosses kill people, not the route to the boss, once they've at least established the way to it. It'd be nice to come out of this fight with a good portion of these healing items remaining, because it'd save you having to farm for the future. But that's not what all these grasses are for.
Ow. Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's not taking any shit.
should have seen it the other day.
Technically, it wasn't even lack of healing items that led to you dying beforehand. Like, you had them to use. You're going to use them, you just got.
It's true. I just need good positioning on him.
I was wondering, even though I think it'd be against the spirit of things at this point, if there's like an item or something, or some type of tech that's like super effective against this guy that you could implement. Like, I don't know, like poison works on him really well or something. But even if that was the case, I feel like you having to punch him to death is way too funny at this point.
Yeah. Even though I'm allowed to use items, I think that's somewhat against the spirit of what I'm doing.
Unless
that-
it's like what's intended.
Yeah.
Because for some bosses, like they're meant to be killed throughout, so like Riker and stuff in Elden Ring.
Yeah. I was shocked to learn that Jason did that without the special weapon.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
Tom nearly did
how?
about it, honestly. Like he got really close to it, and then I mentioned to him to take a look at the item he picked up from within the place on his
yeah.
on his way to the second go, and he's like, "Oh, cool." But like he very nearly did it on his first.
I don't know
I think
if
he was,
it,
like,
just because
over-leveled at that point.
the order I found things, but it was like really obvious to me that it was going to be a special weapon because I was looking for it before I got to the boss. Because I think an NPC mentions it, and it's like written in like a log somewhere. I remember reading about
I didn't do much of that place,
Like Volcano Manor.
story-wise. At least not with those characters. Like I just played through that zone like a normal zone instead of doing their like requests and that lot.
I only did one request, but as far as I'm aware, there's more.
Yes.
But by the time I did the one request, I'd already done Rykert, so it kind of like
Yes,
ends
that's
that
the situation.
kind of quest
I was
line.
in. That's interesting. I don't remember picking up something that referred to it. I remember just reading the description of the item and was like, okay, I know what we're doing here. This is not the first time they've done this.
I can't remember what it was, but there's definitely something in the game that suggests it's like, oh, I've got the weapon for dealing with a guy in the Lord's chambers or something like that. I remember reading something along those lines. Because I do recall looking for it. Because when I picked up, I knew exactly what it was. I was like, okay, so this is the weapon they're referring to. Oh, camera, please. The third opponent or combatant in this fight.
When Slacks was fighting Melania, he names basically everything, but the cameraman himself has a name. So anytime like some fucking stuff happens, it's like Jerry, no for the camera or the frame rate. He like ended up being in charge of as well. It's like Jerry, you fuck, please no. Stop. It's alright though. Already made an okay chunk of health. It's the only way this is going to be. If this is a sign of things to come, some of the later boss fights are going to be very slow. Because we have no real way of making them quicker.
Yeah, that's the problem with this. I'm constrained by my damage, but my damage is so low it's not worth getting my strength up until I get my other stats up. Although I was thinking on this fight that probably the only stat that would actually help would be strength, to be fair.
Yeah, I can see that. 'Cause, like, you don't have time to like combo it, and you've got enough stamina to run away. It doesn't really hit you hard enough as long as you keep it topped up, so the only thing that would be helpful is just getting more damage in, even if it's a little per hit, because it takes so long.
Yeah. Considering how long I have to fight him, just the extra one, like doing 13 damage instead of 12 will add up over the course of the fight, as funny as that sounds. And to be fair, that's like one, well, I don't know how his damage mitigation works, like the formula. That's potentially like one level just to get that one extra damage point.
Yeah, I don't know how it works out, taking into account like damage mitigation and stuff like that from bosses.
Because I assume this guy will mitigate like a lot of fire damage, so
Yeah,
there probably are
I would guess
formulas
so.
for it.
But and even if the strength itself isn't so great, like the other stats won't help you. It's a little bit of extra damage, and every level gets you at least some base defense.
Yes.
I was thinking about it as well before you came on. That it still makes me sad, but I understand it's the rules that were set that you can't use those like god fist weapons.
I can't become the big M himself.
Yeah,
M Bison.
Mr. Bips.
He's a proper cheeky boy throwing those hands. Come on then.
It's all he really does. He doesn't really have any other attacks. All he does is run up to you, try and punch you.
Ah. Oh, that could have been dangerous.
It's a weird fight to record in this situation, honestly, because like it's a long fucking fight. So I want to like talk in general, just to have something to listen back to, the content side of stuff.
Fill
But
the
also,
voids.
you need to be focused in order to fight him. And I know talking is not your strong suit when it comes to trying to get stuff done.
Oh yeah. I definitely lose like 30% of my brain power when I start
I was
talking.
going to say 20, but yeah, maybe it's probably close to 30.
it is like a notable drop.
You've
I would say.
You've got to breathe harder and talk less. It's like your like gamer stance.
Yeah.
If I can't hear the breathing coming through the mic, I know you're not focused enough yet. Yeah, game in the luck. 2 hits. It makes me sad that it like learns to get not staggered. It's caught by surprise for the first few hits when you're punching him. It's like, oh wait, what the fuck? And there's like, wait, he's just hitting me. He's just punching me with his fists. What's going on?
You try and imply he's like Doomsday or whatever. He like adapts to the, the fights. He can't be killed by the same thing twice.
Same thing twice, yeah. A Dark Souls boss that worked a little bit like that would actually be really interesting. If it was like a boss that revived itself, but you had to kill it with a different weapon when it came back, because it gained a resistance to what you just killed it with. That'd be kind of neat.
That would be cool, but
it would suck for builds. But it'd need to be reasonable. But it'd be
how would you communicate to the player though? Because it's only cool if the player knows that's why the boss is suddenly harder.
There'd need to be some kind of like tip or like lore point beforehand, like if you've looked into it, or like an item where it tells you or gives you a tip towards what he's currently weak against, or currently strong against, I suppose. Yeah. It needs to be done like smartly, but the core idea I think would be interesting. And hey, I've not technically played against every single boss in all of this series, so something could already do that without me knowing.
It's possible. I don't believe so, but because I think I would have heard about it if that was the case. But
it's an interesting enough concept if you feel like you would have been told about it.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think about that really you fight multiple times as such is that like knight dude that trolls you throughout Dark Souls 2.
Dark Souls 2, yeah, the Interceptor or whatever. I can't remember his name. It's something along. It's along those lines. Pursuer? I don't know.
I think that's right. I think Pursuer is at least more on the right lines. But I don't know if he's always technically like the same enemy or if his like resistances change up a bit. Probably not based on what you do, but just in general, like per version of him.
I know depending on where you fight him, there can be different things. Like on the actual boss fight, there's like ballistas you can use in the fight that are really good against him, but they're awkward to use.
You've got to aim that shit real
well
when he's moving towards you.
The timing is like very tight, but it like I think it trivializes the boss fight.
Yeah.
I think you give him like 2 of those and he's just dead. From what I remember. Do you own this game, right? Demon's Souls? I know you said you played it, but do you actually own it? I assume you do.
Yes, I have it on download.
Are you going to try and gatekeep me when we get to that boss where human players can take over the boss?
Because I've not finished the game, so
okay.
You're genuinely further than I am in the game at this point.
Because that's the only thing I know about this game, is there is a boss where you can gatekeep people.
Yeah.
Because you can play as the boss. Which is a cool idea.
It is a cool idea.
In like a fuck you type of way.
Like it'd be neat for me to be able to do that, but I don't think I don't care enough to go out of my way to try and set that up.
Just coincide you playing as that boss at the same time as I'm streaming. Like, oh, it's coincidence.
Yeah, just in the corner recording. Just like, why is he doing all this stuff? Right, I'm gonna try this, and I'm just ready for it.
You just know what I'm gonna do before I do it. But somehow with the stream delay. What the camera?
Oh dear.
This honestly is like strongest asset in the battle against me. If he puts me in his crotch, it's basically GG. Because not only is that the danger zone for his attacks, but it is also the domain of where I can't see anything.
Yeah, where the
camera just goes crazy.
Like just above you enough where the camera doesn't know what to do.
Oh, what as if? I wish my arms were longer.
Go gadget arms.
Where's the Dulcim build for Demon's Souls?
What's that fucking quote? It's like you need longer arms if you're gonna box with God.
I've never heard that quote.
I remember hearing, like, I'm pretty sure I heard Mike Ross say that. I'm trying to remember what context it was.
Mike Ross.
Hey, that motherfucker is making like a comeback of times recently. He put like a tweet up saying that he's like vaguely getting ready for something. He's like appreciative for all the love, which is cool as fuck. I love that guy.
When's Gutex's comeback?
Never, hopefully. At this point.
That's just you're not wrong, and that's really sad. Honestly.
Apparently I got the quote slightly wrong. Where is this from? I found the actual quote. It's just, your arms are too short to box with God. I'm trying to find where it comes from.
Wait, how did you find the? Did you find what he's
I searched
quoting?
it. No, I'm just searched the general phrase.
Okay.
It's apparently from a Broadway musical, based on something from like a biblical thing. I don't know. Apparently, it's got something to do with the musical.
Is God in the musical? Like, is it?
I guess so.
Based on the quote, I thought it was just like a metaphor, but it could be literal.
It could be literal.
If it's based on biblical shit.
Yeah.
So,
That time, the devil tried to box God.
I think that's making this, where this originates from, way cooler than I think it actually is, looking at this.
Oh.
Apparently it was the name of the play.
Oh.
What's the
Wait.
synopsis for it? What's the... Oh my god, you will appreciate this, I feel. But the fucking second thing I read in this Wikipedia article, no, sorry for the recording for what I just sounded like. Apparently the title phrase has been used in other contexts, such as "Your lungs is too small to hotbox with God" is a line used by a rapper Exhibit in Eminem's Bitch Please 2.
Everything you just told me is amazing. You're right, I do fully appreciate that. What? I love that.
Man.
I love that as like another point of context for this quote. That's incredible.
Oh, that made me really happy.
Wow.
What a fucking phrase.
Considering the actual quote as well, it's actually quite a good bit of wordplay
Yeah.
to like change it for the rap song.
Apparently in a different song from someone I don't know was another one, "Your firearms are too short to box with God" is a phrase used. It's just a good phrase.
Ah. Well, I definitely feel like my arms are too short to fight the Flame Lurker.
To box with fire, flame lurker, yeah.
I don't consider this guy God this as a bitch, if I've ever seen one.
I wonder which one of these Mike Ross was referencing. Because there is a few like, variations of this thing where it could have come from.
It
Like,
could
it's
even
been, like,
be...
in certain films, it's been used by certain boxers themselves in like hype up events.
Because it's actually just a phrase, it seems, he might just know of the phrase rather than any specific context. He may have just heard it in several contexts.
It may be similar to how I heard it from him. I just heard somebody say it and thought that's a really fucking funny thing to say to someone. I guarantee I heard him saying it during just like an X-Word adventure, like some like Balrog match or something was going on, from talking to Gutex.
I don't die. This is not
I mean,
how we want to do it.
The fight here. How are you doing? About halfway, just about. fucking
No.
I hate it when this happens on PS5 where I go to full screen it and it just is like, oh, you want to turn off the share screen? It's like, no. It's like the opposite of what I wanted you to do.
Yeah, I want to watch the share screen.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, there's no quick and easy way to actually
I
switch
think-
between the two, is there?
I think there is another way of doing it where it doesn't completely fuck with it. Let's see if I can put that to the test, because I guarantee, I guess when you double tap it and then full screen it, it's okay with it. But if it's on small screen and you just do the single press and try and do it manually the normal way, it gets rid of it, which is dead annoying.
Yeah, or switching from pin to side to picture in
Yes,
picture.
yes,
Sometimes
also
it
gets
doesn't
weird.
like that.
I never use the pin
Like,
side,
oh,
or
you
it's
wanna
very,
close it
very
down,
rare.
Put it back
I
up.
very rarely use the pin to side.
I
Most
use-
of the time use picture in picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I have noticed, I don't want to jinx anything, but I don't know if they changed something. But like, to say that like I spend like a good few hours each night, every so often watching you do this, even when I'm full screen and that, like, it doesn't do that weird thing where it like soft locks my PS5 after being full screen on somebody for enough time. Because that's definitely something that used to happen.
That's good then. Sounds like a good change.
Again, if that's even something that changed, I might have just been lucky recently. When he gives you like the swift left, I think it is. He's trying to judge where it comes from. It's like he just swings his arm slightly and takes off like a good chunk of your health. Come on, get those cheeks. Yes, yes, I run. Ah. We are very lucky that being on fire in this game doesn't do dot damage.
Oh my god.
At least not from this guy. Can you imagine? It'd just be it'd be impossible.
Yeah, I literally can't imagine. I'm choosing not to imagine. Ow!
Literally halfway.
A bit past the halfway point. You're like by his name now, which is good. I was gonna say just before that as well, just like you know you're fucking with something like 10 times stronger than you when it's turning around puts you in soft knockdown.
Ah!
You need to get out of here. I could hear you swinging while you couldn't see what was going on. It's like, you need to leave. You need to not be doing this. Ugh, I hate it when it runs up on you like that. What? What are they?
I
Right.
I think it's the lava below the like skeleton
Oh.
behind me that got me. But still annoying.
You're a bitch, Flamemaker. You've always been a bitch. Yeah. Oh no, not like this. Don't get greedy. We've got all the time in the world. And by that I mean like another half an hour before you got to record.
No!
Oh, what the fuck? It's genuinely his most powerful attack is just running over you so the camera fucks itself.
Yeah? Oh my god, I can't see! Oh my
Genuinely to a degree when he runs up on you in that situation. I don't know if you can do it quick enough, but just unlock and try and get away from him. Because then at least you're guaranteed to be rolling in the same direction instead of your roll direction changing based on where the camera is facing you. Yes. Where even are you?
I'm going with the front shots again.
He's such a cheeky boy.
I love you like trying to play honest fusses with him, and then he just like super dashes up on you, over, like camera over your body.
Oh.
Imagine in the future, you kill the second man-eater finally after 10 hours of like running around that boss ring, and 2 flame locusts spawn.
I can't even imagine finding 2 flame lurkers at once. That would be a real test of my resolve if I even thought it was possible.
I mean, it'd be a very, very long and painful journey.
Oh, that shit would suck so much. Like, I don't think you could feasibly carry enough healing items to even do that, even if you had the ability to dodge them and do a little bit of damage every so often. Like, that shit would be hard with weapons.
Yeah. Depends what I actually... Is he like more on fire than he usually is? Or am I imagining that? You seeing this shit?
I thought it was my share screen being weird, but it does seem more fiery, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, they didn't do this last time I fought him, I don't believe.
It looks more on fire than it
Maybe you were
was.
just like so in the zone, like panicking last time at this point that you just didn't notice.
Maybe.
I appreciate the one hit back up. What the f... Another thing I didn't think about when it comes to healing, but you can't like double chug like you can with flasks in other games, can you? Like you can't like double press the same heal to get it down quicker.
I'm not sure.
I don't think you can at least. Because that'd be very helpful. Especially with these like smaller healing items. Just hold the button on the smallest ones and be sad about how little it heals per one.
Ah, fuck. Not good trades. Well, I won't even trade, it just hit me.
Yeah,
So the trade's being a bit generous as to what happened.
trade was
A,
just
a trade
punched me in the
a
face.
trade implies that you got something out of it.
Yeah, that was just beat down.
I got the knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, early 2000s when we do SmackDown.
stagger for a minute.
Fuck was that? You see him like home around the pillar? That's not how jumping works.
He didn't give a fuck, mate. But he knows Super Dash. He just chooses to use it. Right, let's focus up a bit. Because we got to this stage once before, and I don't need to remind you how it went.
Oh, fuck. That's bullshit.
It truly is a bitch. I'm glad they didn't do any damage to you. Oh my god, not like this. Not again.
Not again.
Please. The damage he does seems really random with some attacks.
Yeah.
Like, I know damage values to a degree aren't set in stone in these games, but I feel like his, like, the variable for how much his flames hurt you is, like, varies from none to, like, half your health, and every integer between. Got that one bitch slap that just puts you in hard knockdown. It's like, well, fuck me, I guess. Get staggered, you bitch. Yes. Yes, I saw that swift headbutt straight to the cheeks. Fully intentional.
Yeah. 0 damage. I just do,
Nope.
just do it to disrespect
Just
my
for fun.
opponent.
You do it because the input for it sucks in this game. It feels like you get it by accident all the time in this game.
Yeah, you do.
It's way more noticeable when you're actually using a weapon, because the little, like, push you do with your sword is terrible. Whereas it's terrible when you're not trying to get it, which is most of the time. Please.
Not again.
We've been here one too many times.
No.
Please. Spivvy. Camera.
There's
Anybody?
no need. There's no need for greed. There's no need for greed. Just need to close it up.
In the cheeks until it is done. Bitch.
Yes.
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 Phase 2. Phase 2.
2 flame lakers.
Hell yeah. Good job. How many souls did that get you? 27k. Hell yeah. Wonder how
What's
much that is without the ring, because this was with the ring on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, Historic Hero Souls actually worth a fair bit as well.
We
You
will
can
take
reimburse
those.
yourself for all those grasses you spent.
Alright, back to the Nexus.
Fuck yeah. Good job.